MVP is about play, but it's also about the narrative, and that is stronger than anything else at times. Now the real MVP is COVID-19, with injuries being a dark horse candidate. Just look at the second part of the season. Adam Silver is taking a page out of Vince McMahon's book and keeping this show on the road, and it's led to some ugly basketball, but somebody gotta be valuable. So today, here's our top 5 MVP candidates. Now, normally you hear names like James Harden, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, and others, but those guys have not been on the court. Then, you have guys that have no shot despite their teams doing well. Donovan Mitchell is the best player on the best team, and usually that's automatic MVP votes. But this ain't 1998, and nobody is checking for Utah. Chris Paul is making the Suns relevant again since the Steve Nash days, and that's cool, but this ain't that either. And you can add Kawhi and the Clippers to that mix. And Steph Curry is back to his usual self, but his team is floating around 500, so he's disqualified from the conversation. Now this season has been uneven, to say the least, and it's gonna come down to who's playing at the end of the year. No MVP since 1978 has missed more than 18 games. The last was Bill Walton with 24. Our 5th MVP candidate, Luka Doncic. Luka was the odds-on favorite for MVP this year, so the narrative has been set for him. No MVP list will go without him included. Despite the rough start at the beginning of the season and Porzingis not being available, Luka has kept the Mavericks afloat. They're currently a 6th seed and trying to move up to stay out of the play-in tournament. With averages of 28 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists, Luka is still a triple-double threat every night, and it helps that he has some game winners to show the voters that the bubble clutch play wasn't a fluke. Coming in at number 4, Dame Lillard. Dame doesn't get the recognition he deserves when it comes to these conversations. In this season, he's carried the Blazers without the help of CJ McCollum and Nurkic for a big chunk of the year, while routinely gaming teams and pointing to his wrist. It just seems like he goes unnoticed in the national spotlight. Remember the narrative. The Blazers also play when people are trying to go to bed, so the voters might be done for the night. Dame hasn't missed many games, and he's been there for his team. He's cooled off some, but that doesn't take away from his stellar campaign. He's averaging 29 points, 4 rebounds, and about 8 assists a game, and that cannot go unnoticed. Number 3, Giannis Antetokounmpo. While adjusting to his new teammates, Giannis also had a rough start to his season, but he's back to the form that made him the 2-time MVP. The Bucks look like they'll be a force for the rest of the season. And the good thing is, this is a regular season award, because the Bucks are the Hulk in the regular season, and Bruce Banner after Thanos put his hands on him in the playoffs. And Giannis is a big part of that, whether positive or negative. 28 points, 11 rebounds, and 6 assists a game, plus a little bit of defense sprinkled in, will get you high on this list, in addition to him looking better as of late. Coming in at number 2, Joel Embiid. Remember when I talked about MVPs not missing games? Joel Embiid has missed almost 20 games, but when he's on the floor, he's dominant. And if he finishes the season and the 76ers are the number 1 seed in the East, he's winning the MVP. It's the narrative. He stopped shooting all those dumb threes and is now shooting almost 40% from behind the arc. Then 51% from the field with 30 points per game, 11 boards and 3 assists, and locking down the paint for the 76ers. He's in control of everything he does on the floor, and it's too easy at times. He can switch defensively, and when he's on the floor, the other teams just look completely different. Coming in at number 1, NIKOLA JOKIC. The best ability is availability. Jokic has not missed a game and will be asked to take on more of the burden now that Jamal Murray is done for the season. He's averaging 26 points per game and 11 rebounds a game, along with 9 assists as the primary ball handler for the Nuggets. And we just hope he's conditioned right, because they're going to need the MVP frontrunner to keep going in the Super Saiyan mode as they embark on this playoff journey. But remember, guys and gals, it's the narrative. Who do you think will win MVP? Vote in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel.